Welcome to the Golden Feather. Grab a pint, a plate, and pick your seats. Your hosts, Vertek and Chibi Bree, are back from their latest adventure.
Well, hello, everybody. How are you today?
Hey, guys.
Thank you for showing up to another episode of the Golden Feather. This is episode 98 in Limbo. But at least we're in Limbo with lovely Z over here.
Yay!
How are you today, Z?
Better than last week, but still not 100%.
Laura, how dare you fling Cheerios at us? What are you doing?
Thank you for asking.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better than last week, although Laura seems to be wanting to fling Cheerios at us.
At least it's not flinging pizza.
At least let me get a bowl first. I might be hungry.
Right. I mean, you know, it could always be like the hibachi stations where you get like a bin and then catch it in your mouth, like.
Yeah. You gotta play the food catchy game. Gotta work for your food today.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
That sounds like too much energy. Too much energy for... No.
Yeah.
You say you do have too much energy?
No, that sounds like too much energy, like actually having to work for food. No, thank you. If he wants to fling Cheerios, he needs to fling them from above with my mouth open.
Let's just drop them.
Just drop them in, yeah.
I'll eat her share with pineapple. Please fight me. Oh, man.
Yeah, pizza's not for flinging. Pizza is for eating.
Well, it is for flinging. It's for flinging in the fucking bin.
What about
at least aim for my plate.
What about the little bite ones? What did you call those again? The folded.
Oh.
We were talking about this the other day. I don't know what it's called.
Mini shit pizza.
Bites. Then pizza bites.
Pizza bites.
Yeah, you can sling anything if you're brave enough. Says Lichkin Zaid.
Hello, welcome
This
in.
is true.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
Including dwarves. Dwarves, they fly.
Oh gosh. So, are you giving me permission to fling you then?
Yep.
Apparently he's a Lich King, so might fall apart in the air.
No, I'm talking about you.
Sorry, AoE damage. Me? I'm not a dwarf. Never a dwarf.
D2,
thank you.
Thank you for
Much
the
appreciated,
resub.
good sir.
Yay!
Keeping the tavern platter on the tavern food on the platters. There we go.
There you go.
I just saw what you were
which.
doing.
Yeah, speaking of which, not sure if you noticed, we do have new intro music today and new background music. Let us know what you think of the background music too. If it's too noisy or too busy for us talking over, let me know. We can
Let me turn up the stream.
Also, if you like it, you should head over to Paradox Gaming Network and tell him how much you like it, because he put it together and allowed us to have fair share of it without copyright. So
yes. Helped him in the creation of good tavern sounding background music.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm going to try and pull up the link in case nobody here has it for PGN Music.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
He has a bunch of stuff that he had
For
created.
shame, Lore. For shame.
He had us muted.
Yep. Rude, right?
Oh
Rude.
my gosh.
So upset.
Am I still modding your stream?
Yes.
Can I ban people for having the stream muted?
Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go.
I mean, I feel like that's a good enough reason to ban somebody. I think that's just disrespectful.
Z hates pizza banner.
Don't tase me, Z.
Oh man. So we are
Not the face.
stuck. Oh man. I beg of you. Not the face. Not the face.
Yeah,
so
real
we
quick.
are okay.
Sorry, real quick before you move on. Just because I just posted the link for PGN Music there, the YouTube channel. Just so you know, over there he has a bunch of different musics. There's like a 48-minute fantasy tavern music, which we helped give some input on the creation of. So yay. We even named one of the songs "Embers in the Wind."
Mm-hmm.
And there's a couple other things like.
Sorry, I was gonna say I believe that's the thing that's in our background right now, right?
Yep. And the one at the intro is "Song of the Dragon."
Ooh.
He's got some relaxing stuff, some chill stuff, some coffee shop jazz, some steampunk dreams music for his book he was writing up. So lots of fun stuff. But anyway,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt. You were saying?
Gosh.
So rude. Yeah, wasn't here for the intro. It's all good. I offered to eat pizza. You don't have to. Aw, poor Laura. It's okay. I will tell her to back down and put her wings away. Yeah, we are hanging here in Limbo. There's not really a whole lot to talk about in terms of content because Alpha 1 is finished. There's not really a whole lot in terms of new information from Intrepid yet, especially as we wait for Alpha 2 to eventually be announced. We do know that in the coming months, there will be information released. But we also know that in the coming months, we have November and December, which means very jam-packed full of...
The best time!
Also jam-packed full of holidays, so...
You just like it for the food, don't you see? Because
No.
I mean, I like it for the food.
No, I think October and November is the best time to be a part of the Ashes of Community. Ashes of Creation community is what I was trying to say there. Because they have the pumpkin clothing and they have the 24-hour live stream, which is the best shit ever.
Those are two of my favorites, I will agree.
I mean, you do have a point there. So I like it for food and for Ashes events.
Exactly. And to watch Stephen get a pie in the face every year is just worth the 24 hours of being awake, actually.
Oh, man.
They need to get more interesting with the pies. Just saying, we can't keep it bland and just cream pie. It's got to be something
Yeah, we
crazy.
need to put some like raspberries in there with like seeds, so there's actually a threat of blindness happening with the pieing.
And here I was gonna go like, so you can get stuck in the beard and he has trouble rinsing it out.
Oh yeah, that's true. We could do like caramel or like some toffee pie. And then it would feel sticky. But then if he shaves again, that's not going to work. So I feel like the raspberry blinding is probably the way to go, actually. I feel like that would...
Wow. We have a winner.
Wow.
But like blend them so he doesn't know they're in there. So it's really blended, but not so blended that the seeds get chopped up, just enough so it hides one in the cream.
I see how it is Ashes of Nair.
Hi,
what if it's a marshmallow cream pie?
Yes, and what if
that'd be crazy sticky?
That
would definitely get stuck
pie,
in there.
But we get Margaret to actually make like melted marshmallow and then smush that into his face, or get John because John's normally up for stuff. So
yeah, he'll be more easily forgiven.
Exactly. That's true. Let's write this down. Let's keep a notepad. Let me get a pen. I've got one. Marshmallow.
And hello, Ashes of Nair.
Pie. And I'm also going to write the raspberry one down because I feel that was the best idea that we came up with, raspberry. Okay.
Thanks, I hate it here.
We love you here. But we love you here.
What's happened?
Oh, just you guys with your plots.
Well, why? Right, I've got space. You give an idea. What would you like to put in the pie that is going to be smushed into Stephen's face during the live stream? Don't feel left out. Come on, off the top of your head, we've got marshmallows and raspberry. I don't want you to feel like we were having a conversation without you, Chibi. So.
No, it's not even that.
No, come on.
I wanted no part of that.
Don't be a wuss. Come on.
She's saying no pie. Please. She's trying to kill the fun.
No pie.
Well, what if because it's November, it's a pumpkin pie? I mean, they gotta do something with all of those pumpkins that they've just carved up.
Pumpkin pie. That was original.
Ouch! Okay, bye. I'm out.
I've written it down. It's done.
Oh.
Pumpkin.
Hey, Dante. We're good. How about
Hello,
yourself?
Dante.
Hey, Dante.
Doing fantastic today. Getting off to a goofy start. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Channel points. I have them. They do stuff. Yes, actually,
Squirrel.
we need your help with coming up with more stuff to do with channel points. So if you have any ideas, like almost anything is on the table. You just give us those ideas. We'll take them.
Send
Do
them
you know
in.
last
Send them in.
week was the first week I found out that there's a setting in Twitch that automatically clicks on the button for you to gather your points?
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah, because I was clicking on the little chest every time it popped up, and then I was getting really frustrated that I'd missed loads where I'd not been watching people properly. But yeah, there's a setting that automatically does it for you.
Huh. I might have to get that.
Yeah.
We should have an educational stream today and point out
We
exactly
should.
where that's at.
And if you are on Twitch, which you are because you are watching, make sure you have changed your passwords.
Yep.
I'm English,
Uh-oh.
not Australian. Because someone asks me that every stream. Every time someone asks me this question.
Oh man. Makes sense, you know.
Australian people hate pizzas. Okay, so there you go. You're closer related personality-wise than you thought.
Maybe I should be Australian.
Can you give us your best Australian accent?
I mean, it's what I'm doing now because people seem to think I'm Australian. So.
It fools people accidentally. It's got to be good.
I love it.
Yeah, it's like not even on purpose. I just sound Australian. Yeah.
Oh me, oh my.
Aw, man.
Me,
Oh man,
my.
Dante.
Oh dear.
Wow, for shame. Anyway, so question, Ashes of Nair. Pie to the face for 20k. Are we talking dollars? Like to donate to channel points.
Yes, channel
Okay.
points.
Cause I was like, what do you think of 20k channel points? Somebody gets pied.
It's a waste of
As long as it's you, I think so. I think it'll work.
Oh wow. Woward.
I think it'll work.
Beard cam for 2k, just a close up for 5 seconds.
Just a close up for I gotta trim it up though. It's looking kind of rough today. Might not be worth 2k. It's like the
Yeah.
0.5k maybe. Yeah, right. Take pies to the face all day for 20k.
I can't stop looking now at your beard. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's very rough. It's very rough. I was gonna shave today, but I just
But you
time and
didn't.
I'm losing it.
Is it because it's me and you didn't feel the need to shave your face?
It's because of you that I wanted to shave.
But you didn't.
I didn't know. I failed
No.
you, and I know it. I
You
feel it in
did.
my soul already. Don't tell
I'm
me.
so upset. Actually, snot's actually coming out my nose right now.
Yes, boy, we know.
I'm traumatized that you've done this.
But I suppose being an Ashes podcast, we should probably cover Ashes stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, I'm sorry. Start the conversation. Let's go.
Uh-oh. Ready, set, go.
He's in serious mode.
So I think you were about to say something earlier. Did it come back to mind? Miss Chibi?
Me? I
you
wasn't
were-
gonna say anything earlier.
Because I totally interrupted you with the thing with the rest of
So it's your
describing
fault
the music
that
channel.
Yeah, no, I said we're in limbo because there's no information till the next information for Alpha 2. And that was my piece.
Okay,
So-
okay.
I already
Well
said
then.
it.
It's already been said. It's already been
It's
said.
already been said.
All right, well then, I was really interested by the topic that you found about the exploring and maps.
Yeah, that seemed
And-
really interesting.
Yeah, for those of you not in the loop, I'm all about the exploring stuff in my random spare time. I like to just dig around and climb stuff and dig into places.
In real
I'm not
life,
the greatest. Yeah, not in real life. No.
in games. Okay. Yep.
I'd be willing to go with people who can guide me through stuff that's already been explored when it comes to caves. As long as it's new to me, I'm happy. But
So
when
you
it comes
wouldn't
to
go cave
spelunking,
diving? Oh my god.
yeah,
No way.
not in,
Whoop.
like the spelunking into like the super unexplored stuff. No, I'm way too afraid of getting stuck upside down and not being able to get out.
Did that not happen to somebody?
That happens to somebody like every month. I read a new story about that.
Madness, what a way to go. Stuck in a fucking cave. No way.
Yeah.
Nope.
Can you imagine?
A cigarette. Been a long while since I heard that name.
Yeah, I know, Dante, right? Cave tours are okay, but screw discovering them. Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's been years since Alpha 1. I mean, it does feel like it.
But yeah, in-game, in that, the other home, I like exploring there a lot. I like climbing all the things and getting in all the places. I'm obviously not the most effective at it because I have never found Sandalia in any version of the game that's been released thus far. I always find it after somebody else releases it and then I go check it out. You know, kind of like real life, I guess. But somebody actually had a post talking about 3-way maps. So there's like unexplored with like full blankness there, fully explored so it gets full color and it shows all the detail, and then just a parchment brown. I really kind of like the vibe of just like scribbles, like you would expect someone to be doodling in the woods as they're walking a path.
A crudely drawn map.
Yeah, crudely drawn, just brown paper bag style map.
That's
and you can buy those from stores. That way you get a general idea, like here's a mountain and there's a giant rock here and a tree and it looks like there's a cart path over there, and that's about all you get out of it. Yeah, like old-timey, there's been 17 cups of coffee spilled on it and then dried off, so it just has that stained brown.
Yes. Nice.
Yeah, with sea serpents hanging out in the ocean. Yes.
I'm just loving Dante's, like, continuing off the cuspness.
He's going off on a Hobbit rampage there.
Yep, pretty much. I'm enjoying it.
We've had first surfing, but what about 1.2, 1.3?
Every stream that I went on when people were streaming Alpha 1, I went on a slight mission actually, and I was like, hi guys, you know, blah blah blah, got on well with people, and I was like, have you guys heard about Sandalia? And they were like, no, and everyone thought I was joking. I was like, nope, here's the video of it in APOC, go find it. So I tried to get like 3 or 4 people.
You were amassing a horde of people on the search for Sandalia.
Well, where was it?
I don't think anybody found it. I'd never heard about it.
Well, why
found.
not?
Maybe they forgot to put it in this one.
Oh,
maybe.
I hope not. Gutting.
I imagine Z going up to the gates of Intrepid. Where's Sandalia? Let me in!
Yep. And my tapir amount.
Well, all you gotta do is let me know the next time there are flying mounts. I'll find some way to fall through the map and I'll fly around down there until I find it.
Yes. Did anyone else do that though?
cheat.
When they logged back in, fell through the floor, and then tried to find it that way? Or was that just me?
No, when I fell through, I tried to look around, but I had no mounts, so I could only walk, and it was a really long walk to try to dig around.
Yeah, it was big. It was big.
But yeah, that's a good thing for it. The map's freaking huge already.
Yeah.
It's just
Sandalia.
a small corner of the world. Yeah, Sandalia.
Someone was trying to figure out where on the world map that Ashes gave out was APOC. So, curious. Is it, do you think, somewhere in the map or different parts of the map just kind of meshed together?
APOC?
Alpha 1.
Oh, Alpha 1. No, I think Alpha 1's on the main map.
Okay. We were trying to figure out...
Yeah, APOC, I mean, maybe it might be represented somewhere, just it's been altered over time.
I meant Alpha 1. I wasn't talking about APOC.
Alpha 1 I definitely think is part of the map. APOC, I think, was its own complete utter randomness.
Yeah, Alpha 1 was up in the upper left or the northwest of the map. It's in a little corner of the islands and such.
I was on somebody's stream and we were trying to figure out where it was, and I was like, I have no idea. I'm sorry. It's 2 different areas put together. A1 is part of the western part. Yeah, there's an island over there. Okay.
Yeah, actually, as a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and try and look that up here. If you wanted to bring up another topic.
as I send us on another divergent conversation route. Here we go. So current concerns. Now, I know some of you guys have been playing New World. Vertec and I think we established this last week, are not. And also, just at any given time, if anybody in the audience, whether you're new here or you've been here a while, if you have a question, feel free to ask it. Like, I or somebody in the chat will happily answer it. But people were considering the differences between New World and Ashes and things that are not going well in New World, or they think are better done in Ashes than on New World, etc. Yikes, don't remind me of the movement in that game, playing it right now, and it's sluggish beyond relief. Ouch. Notice how going from Elion south to the starter island, the road abruptly ended. We went into a mountainside. It was clearly a hack job, so to speak. Yeah, that's fair. Oh yes, I love New World. Haven't found a single problem or login issues with the C servers. Yeah, I think you made that joke last week. I remember. But these are some of the current concerns that Boshinkle has. And they've been kind of hanging out with like the forums for about a month or so. And I guess they're feeling kind of comfortable enough to like spark up a conversation of their own. And they're excited for Ashes of Creation. They would love to see this game succeed, and they love the PVX stuff, but they're worried about like the economic degeneration, the archetype supply and demand, mana being a resource is something that they're a little bit worried about, because mana tends to involve getting full mana, spending all of your mana, and then taking a break to get full mana again. That wallet text. I was going to read it, but then I did something else. That's fair.
Yeah, it's a whole lot, and I'll be honest. There's some good points in there, but there's also some I don't think needed points. Like the economic degradation was basically like, hey, so you go kill stuff and they drop things that you go sell, so that's a faucet. And then you go and you spend money, and because you need money to spend money, you need to make all the money. And I didn't really get to there being any point to it, except for hopefully there's novel and time limited activities to make some money.
Mind their mana.
Yeah. But
there's always ways to make money. Always.
Yeah, that and there's the concern of the proper group has one character of each archetype. That's a slightly valid concern, but I think he or she, I'm not certain, is taking it too seriously, because that's like the most effective group, and that's because there's going to be people that are going to be able to have special abilities, dancing for gold if times are desperate. Hey, just saying, we're going to have a tavern. There will be tables. Okay?
Veritech.
What? Everyone needs a table to dance on once in a while. Everyone.
I mean, you can do other stuff on tables too for more gold, I guess.
Yeah. Play cards is probably what you're talking about, right? Playing cards.
Yep. Playing cards. Cooking. People, giving the food.
Cooking. Yep, you can do arts and crafts over in the corner.
Yep.
Sell your products from it. Tables are very useful. You're plenty
nail
of stuff
filing. You could file people's nails with like a rock. Like
manicure in a corner.
Yeah, exactly. Like braid people's hair. Like put flowers in their hair for them. We could probably come up with a list of about 1,000 things.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh my
the Go-Go Golden Feather Tavern. We've got her weeping. But yeah, there's I don't think there's going to be such an issue with having all the classes in your group. To turn it off the topic that's bringing her to tears. But the rest of it, I mean, there's some decent points in there.
Yeah, no, I read it. I can see some good points.
Now,
So-
for the
But
interesting
then-
part, for
yeah.
those who didn't know.
Oh.
The map. Bum, bum, bum.
The map.
This here's the world map
Bomb.
of
bomb.
ashes.
Mhm.
You see right here in this section. Let me see if I can zoom in right here. Can I? No.
Squints intensely.
So I'm going to zoom in this way. Oop. All right, see if you can find it while I'm zooming in, because I just wanted to show everybody at least what the full map looked like.
I have no idea looking at this.
It's up in the northwest. It's you see there's like the dark brown part of the continent that points to the left. Go directly north of that.
Oh.
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 Oh. Have you found it?
Oh.
Alright, here we go. How about meow?
Oh.
Oh.
That was like magic.
Magic. Magic. Wait,
where
what was
where the green meets the brown and dark green meets. Yeah. Green, brown, and dark brown meets. Yeah, right. I have no idea. I kind
Yeah,
of have
it's
an
right
idea, I think. So Lich King has a good point, and I just wanna can I just read this because it's a moment. But yeah, we were. I know that anecdotal experience doesn't say much, but what worries me the most about AOC after playing New World is the combat in New World did better than any other MMO, is the hitbox and absence of aim assist. And I do realize that combat rework for AOC didn't happen yet, but I really am concerned about whether they can make action combat good and balance it well, since it takes more effort to land your skills and hits compared to tab target. Sorry about the wall of text. And they reply, all good. No need to be sorry about that. That's a good point. And I do want to take a moment to kind of discuss that. What's your initial take back from that?
Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
You're the
Go for
guest.
it. Go for it. It's all you.
I think if they're not going to get it to work properly, they'll remove it, in my opinion. But I don't know. We've only Alpha 1 was only a back-end test. We've not even tested combat fully. You know, everything's changing. So I guess with feedback, if everyone gave some kind of feedback when we do test it, then I'd like to think it would be into a position where the majority of players enjoy it. But if we don't get there, I don't think Stephen would put it in if he wasn't fully 100% into it. But that is just my opinion.
That is fair.
And see, I'm curious about what the absence of aim assist and how that makes it better. Not saying that you're wrong. I honestly don't know how that would make it better. I've never really had an issue with aim assist in any game except for the ones that on console they don't give you enough aim assist for me anyway, because I'm friggin' terrible with a controller and aiming. So it takes me a little bit to dial in, so I like there to be a decent amount of aim assist. But outside of that,
Yeah,
I
that
don't think I've ever had...
happens. Sorry to interrupt you, but that happens when you get old as well. You can't aim very well.
I love you too. You're my favorite.
Yeah,
I'm saying a mantra to keep from growling. You meanie.
Continue.
You meanie. But I've never been. That's why I don't really play many like FPS games, because I always get shot in the head before I get anybody else. Before I even aim at somebody else and hit them like with a body shot, I get a headshot immediately when I poke around a corner. And I don't know how people do that. Kick boomer. Jeepers.
For me, I won't know until I play hands-on the difference. I don't really notice one way or the other. Yeah, I mean, I kind of notice hitboxes and stuff like that more when trying or attempting my best to play like FPSs, but when it comes to MMOs, I don't really notice much. And I think that's just more like my opinion on that. So outside of that, I don't think I can relate on this topic enough to give a full valuable opinion.
Topic hurt my head.
No, it didn't hurt my head.
It hurt my head.
I didn't have enough experience with it.
I've never played a full action combat MMO either. I've always played tab targets. I think every MMO that I've ever played has been tab targets. So.
I kind of always just like tab targeting. I didn't see the need to change it, and I have the bias towards tab targeting, whereas Vertec in Ashes is kind of having a bias towards action combat with the Z and the what do you call it? The little plus sign that you.
Oh, the crosshair.
Yeah, the crosshair.
Oh, she was talking about crosshair? Yeah, okay, well done. Good translation.
Reticle. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
But yeah, I think in every game I've played
Thank you.
where they did their own kind of combat well, I've always enjoyed action combat more. Always had more fun with it. It's just, it takes more action and interfacing with your things to get your stuff to do whatever. Like tab target, you literally click something and then you can remove an entire hand from your playing completely and not bother with it for the next 5 minutes. And that just, I don't know, to me it disengages me a little bit with tab targeting. Whereas action, you always need to be doing something like moving your character, re-aiming something.
Dante, you are dead set against C tonight, I swear.
Tab target is like pizza. Sure, some people may not like pizza. Looking at you, Z, but most people will. It's fun, consistent, and just works. Dante, fuck you. Pizza sucks. Okay? Got a problem? Please continue. This is a mature rated stream, yeah? Because I've dropped an F-bomb like 3 times, so.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think we did that anyway.
Let's hope so.
We always try to, just because we know that there's gonna be the occasional F-bomb.
We know that Z's gonna get triggered, so we prepared for that.
I mean, I wouldn't be triggered if people weren't taking shots. I'm sat here quietly, like wheezing out my mouth, like trying not to die from a cold, and like trying to control my sniffing. And people are just firing shots at me in chat. So it's like, okay, that's cool. You know, I can take it. I'm a big girl. I don't need. I'm not gonna cry.
Poor Z. Here, I'll give you a hug.
All I know is Michaelis gets the gold star. Because he mentioned Wildstar before I did.
Told you, Michaelis.
That's why we get along.
People
saying that people word all the time and she can't take.
We were talking about action combat versus tab targeting.
Oh, the one thing I don't like about action combat is I feel really tired after I've played for like 12 hours. Mm-hmm. I think it's actually exhausting. So. Yeah.
So somebody likes what you did with your hair.
Thank you.
Spent so much time.
Welcome in.
Yeah, I mean, what can I say? Do you like my shiny wings? I buffed them, especially for the golden feather.
Are you a cleric?
Am I a cleric? No, I meant buffed them as in like polished them.
Ah, okay.
Like buffed them up, not buffed them like ah.
Well, no, there's like in D&D there's like the cleric where like you just look a little shinier, like you overly buffed something, but you just have like this aura that kind of comes off of you.
It's called sweat. I think that's what that is.
Man. Yeah, hey,
oh my
goodness. Welcome in.
Is that a T-elf? I did not recognize.
I always enjoy your fan art, Z. Yeah, we do too.
Thank you, Nana.
Oh. Yep, sweat.
I have a fan, and that makes me so happy.
You have more than one fan. We've always been your fan.
You have.
But it can also depend on how well the combat is implemented. Like BDO has a decent action combat, while Blade and Soul feels a little floaty to me. Yeah, and that's a good point. Making sure, like, I think this last test, it was about making sure that you had impactful hits, you know, and that it didn't feel like it would just oh, okay, Dante. But this last Alpha 1 test, like, I think the biggest thing out of it was making sure that, you know, the hits felt good. And it was just funny to me that Maggie even brought up like the point of, we didn't even change the numbers. We just changed like a slight thing with the action, and then everybody said that it hit harder or whatever, which is to the point that, like, all of this is still in the works, and like the smallest little thing can make the biggest change.
Was she talking about Ashes when she made that comment, or was she talking about another game that she worked on?
I'm pretty sure she was talking about Ashes, because she was saying everybody was like, oh, I hit so much harder now, and she's like, we literally just adjusted the animation a little bit. That we didn't even adjust the numbers. I just thought that was funny.
It is, and you know what? I could definitely see that being a thing anyway. Just perception rules a lot.
I mean, the whole thinker statue, right? So.
Precisely. Yeah. Perception of what's going on is it'll drive someone's memory of stuff really, really hard.
I'll be blunt and say directly, ranged mages were OP. Yes.
I mean, yeah, that's
Typically.
very much a thing. Dear Lord.
In Alpha 1, ranged mages were OP?
I'm thinking that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
I never played a mage.
You could start off as a mage level like nothing and go smash areas that have like level 6 mobs, and then go somewhere immediately as soon as you get to like level 3 or 4 and start destroying basically everything.
Aww. Poor Bulbasaur.
Yeah, they were the Bulbasaurs of Alpha 1.
I don't get it.
It's too sad to explain on my end.
Explain it to me. Vertec, explain it to me.
Bulbasaurs are lumpy and underappreciated. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Bulbasaur, but who TF would pick Bulbasaur when you could have Charizard or Blastoise late game? See, exactly.
Isn't Bulbasaur the turtle with the flower on its back?
Yep.
The something
close enough.
Lizard-ish creature.
Close enough.
Oh, okay.
It worked.
I missed out on the whole Pokemon thing because when it came out, I was like a teenager, so
yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah. I went from level 8 to 15 just doing enchanted raptors with my mage. Yeah, pretty much. Dante went from broke to rich just following us and looting our corpses, so, you know.
Nice. Magisto's here. Magisto was my arch enemy in APOC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Did you get her good? Because I heard she deserved it, but I mean, then again, she didn't do anything wrong to me, so I can't really encourage said actions.
Yeah, take that back, thanks.
It's true.
You're welcome.
Hey,
I took it back.
I ain't a grave robber, but 2,000 crystals are 2,000 crystals. You were a grave robber, though.
I mean, he may have robbed your grave, but didn't you go and farm animals that had like OP leggings?
Yeah, but we didn't know they did at the time. It's not like we're like,
yeah,
oh,
we didn't know this was a thing.
These have OP leggings. We're like, oh, maybe we finally are on par with everybody else because we're behind in levels. And then here we go, waltzing into a raid because we all got summoned for it. And like, oh, wait, I have more health than Steven and Maggie do. What's going on here? Oh,
yeah.
man.
So, you know, give and take. You've got OP leggings, he's stealing 200 of your crystals. That sounds fair.
You win some and you lose some.
I do. What's the next point on this spreadsheet that you have sent me?
Spreadsheet.
This Word document. Oh my god, I've just realised this is episode 98.
Yep.
Mhm.
Do you have something planned for 100 or?
We're having a VTuber on.
Okay.
Cause Brie fucked up.
Oh.
But it's alright. It's alright.
Well, so when I was planning this, episode 100 was supposed to happen a lot earlier, but because we had to miss a couple of episodes because, traveling and other things, work, it ended up lining up just right where having Demon Queen Vivi on is our 100th episode. So we were like, okay, well, maybe we can have our 101st episode with something big happening, and reach out to Intrepid. Intrepid's like, yeah, so October is super busy for us. And I was like, fair. So
yeah, maybe not.
Nothing planned really.
Well, you have me on the
We'll
98th episode. I feel like that's enough.
That's close
it?
enough. It works.
That's
Yeah.
close enough. I'm here,
Yeah,
bam, sorted. You got a mod on.
It's not
Hoo-ha.
Cabal, actually, Dante. We just had Cabal on. It's gonna be Demon Queen Vivi. All good. Ashes in air.
98 is the new 100. There we go.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, there you go.
It's true.
It is
I
true.
read it on Reddit. Twitter had
Me
it
too.
too.
I read it on a Twitch stream, so I know that's true. Everything I read, I believe.
Oh man. But yeah.
My
What do you
OBS is
guys?
being a weenie, or else I would have
What?
pulled up that. Alright, I guess maybe that'll work. I was trying to pull up that video with the nodes and the statistics going zippy zip everywhere. But it's being silly.
Oh yeah,
slow.
that one. Twitch chat reinventing reality 1 minute.
There you go. 'Cause somebody mentioned it, so I'll go ahead and pop that up so people can watch it.
So when the live stream happened, I noticed straight away that Q was missing, and it triggers me every time I see this picture.
I know, it was funny. We're like, we don't talk about Q. Q doesn't exist. We don't talk about Q.
Like, is there a reason that Q's not there, or if they just missed it?
I
I
think
need to know.
I think maybe they forgot and yeah.
It was a quick mock-up, and somebody is speeding through and just skipped over it. I'm assuming.
Just like yeah.
Let's get some better quality on that, though. How about that? There we go. That looks better. Okay.
Yeah, much better.
But
But go ahead.
sorry, you go ahead.
I was
I
just gonna
grab
mention.
something.
No, you go first.
I was just gonna mention the corruption in the group mechanics. So, Narer posted on the forums about a scenario of a group of 8 players rolling through an area, see a lone person grinding mobs, kill him to take his stuff. The solo player then decides not to fight back, and as the system is currently designed, the only person dealing with the killing blow is corrupted. So what happens to the corrupted player in the group? Do they remain in the group as if nothing happened, and the other group members can heal, buff, res as per usual, stay in the group but can't be healed, res, or buffed, but doesn't take damage from offensive abilities by party members, stay in the group but will be damaged by party members like any other mob, or get auto-kicked from the group and is treated like any other monster.
Interesting.
Right? Great food for thought. I liked it. Their preference is that they stick to their current design where only the player doing the killing blow becomes corrupted. They think the best solution is option 2.
I hope they don't go with that, though. I hope they do. If you do damage to someone, then you get a percentage of the corruption, no matter how much you do. or if you heal your friend or whatnot.
Yeah,
I hope it affects everybody.
Yeah, I was thinking like, okay, if I'm healing Vertek and Vertek is killing somebody and that person doesn't fight back, but I'm still healing Vertek, does that mean that I should also be corrupted because I am supplying health to the person doing the corruption? I mean, in normal PvP stances, doesn't that mean that I should be flagged as PvP immediately?
I hope
I'm
it
healing?
works that way. Yeah, I hope it does. Hang on, I need to cough. I'm so sorry.
Okay, no problem. I mean, I agree because I feel like that is offering a shield to somebody who is potentially helping in a fight without getting any of the negative benefits. If you are helping somebody by healing them and they're fighting, I feel like it should be fair game that you should also be triggered into PvP. And if you're going to join in by healing somebody, you should, I think, be flagged.
So, if everything remains like it was that one time when they summoned us off to do the dragon fight when we had the super pants, like you two were just talking about, what's going to happen is there are settings that allow you to keep doing whatever you're doing, and it just won't affect people who are corrupted. Like, you won't be able to heal or do beneficial effects to people who are corrupted. Mm-hmm. And another switch where you won't be able to automatically engage PvP against somebody else by damaging them. So you could turn both of those off, and the person would stay in the group but wouldn't be healed, rezzed, or also would not take damage from party members. But if you have either of those switches turned off, you would totally be able to heal them or damage them or both.
Yeah. I just like Ash is a nerd. Oh shit, you're doing my question. No, I can't lurk.
You should be here giving us your 100% undivided attention at all times.
How dare.
How dare you lurk.
And let me just say, I truly appreciate the Winnie the Pooh floating in the clouds avatar.
Wait. What?
On the forums, on that post.
Yeah, okay.
Nara's avatar. It's a dreamy Pooh. Dreamy Pooh.
A dreamy Pooh.
I didn't even.
That's what I needed last week.
Oh god.
I needed a dreamy Pooh. Yeah.
Just let that linger for a second. Just let it sink in.
No, can we please move on?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, if everything remains as they had it in the pre-alpha one, I guess I should say. Yeah. It'll end up being kind of you decide what happens if your group mate were to become corrupted. Like, you can flip switches to turn yourself automatically combatant if you damage somebody who's corrupted or combatant, or you would be able to heal or not heal somebody based on your deciding switches. But then again, that was for just combatant, I'm imagining. No, you know what? Now you think about it, because they did say that it would flag up the corrupted person as if they were just a normal monster, right? So maybe those switches won't apply.
You know when you sorry, I'm so sorry. You go.
No, go for it.
I was just gonna say, when you think how much information we still have actually to learn about, it makes my brain hurt.
Yeah,
because
right.
There's so much we actually don't know. That it hurts my soul a little bit.
Yeah, we've learned so much, but we have so much more left.
Yeah, exactly.
Nair, you have the floor. What has changed your mind, your opinion?
Yeah, what else could there be for the options? What else you got?
Because I was gonna say Enigmatic Sage responded at 7 p.m. like shortly after we went live, that I also heard that they were looking into a system based on an unknown percentile for damage done to the target for corruption, and not just the killing blow. This, of course, is based around the target's HP. Nira says, I still don't think only the killing blow gets corruption is a good system. Yeah, I don't think so either, because like, honestly, if somebody else is doing a large amount of the damage, and if they keep that system, then I think the first option is better. Yeah, that's fair. Where it just remaining the group as if nothing happened, and the other group members can heal or buff per usual. But
yeah,
man, it's so difficult because on the one hand, there's like the percentile of how much one person's attacked, and then like if you just happen to be the person that grabbed like the last attack on them, then you're the one that gets corrupted. I don't know.
And see, I feel
like. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think it should be like a percentage division between people, and depending on how much of the damage you did to a non-combatant, you get that much corruption. And the killing blow just gets like a bonus to it.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I don't think it's fair that the people that participate in attacking somebody who's green don't get some sort of level of corruption back if that person dies, because you kind of aided in that corruption.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Stephen will look at me disapprovingly from over his glasses for saying this, but I don't have faith in the corruption system. Too many holes for exploitation. That is a fair viewpoint, Lore. Lich King Zed says, I mean, there are too many sides to it. I am a BDO player, for example, and there is a thing we call feeding players to mobs, where you flag up on them and get their HP low, and then CC them near mobs that would kill them, resulting in their gear taking damage. But on the other hand, if you attack a player, tell them to leave you alone, for example, but not killing them would be too risky. And then there's like the situation that happened to me where I guess I was just camping the wrong area at the wrong time, and I just found myself dead immediately. Not even a warning of, hey, this is my area. It was just, nope, dead.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's every system that's a system is going to have a lot of ways of taking advantage of it, or like loopholes. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I guess I need to properly chew pretzels before trying to swallow them, right?
Did you eat a pretzel?
Maybe.
Aw.
But like the corruption system or any kind of PK resistant system that just flags you for killing somebody. You could run around with a group of people. Everybody could do damage. One person does the last hit, and everybody else just helps kill a bunch of stuff and helps you get rid of that corruption, right?
Yeah.
That's going to happen no matter what you do with a system. If there's a system to deter PKing based on your actions and killing a non-combatant, there's always going to be a loophole around it like that. Unless you literally, if you PK somebody, you get sent to a prison cell immediately. That's the only thing that's going to work. But then that's kind of extra punishment, right? It's a little bit over the top.
Yeah. Hopefully there
was
was
that pretzel, by the way? Is it really stuck
very
there?
mustardy? Yeah, it
Can
is.
you feel it?
Right
you should get some water.
I'm about to, right? Meow.
Ashes of Nair says, hopefully they're open to testing corruption thoroughly in A2 many different ways. I agree.
Yep, hopefully.
I look forward to testing corruption and making sure that we can get as many of the exploitable loopholes out of there as possible. I don't like prison. It's okay. Welcome in, Lich King Zed. Welcome to the tavern.
Welcome. But yeah, the bounty hunters, that's pretty much exactly what they're there for, and that's why I like the bounty hunter system. The idea of it is just fantastic.
Yeah.
That alone is going to be... What do you do as a bounty hunter? You just... I'm bored. I'm going to go walk around the gathering fields. And there you go.
Kill Jedis.
Kill Jedis. Hey, Leverage.
How you doing?
Nev.
Currently we're talking about
Jedis.
Corruption and Jedis and the loopholes therein, but I was actually about to tie that into what type of system abuses have you guys seen in MMOs that you don't want to find in AOC? If any.
Give us an example of what they've seen.
So The abuse of the system that I would not like to happen in AOC would be what happened yesterday in New World. Context. A leader of a guild reports several players of a guild B because they were taking advantage of an exploit that made them reach the maximum level of XP on their weapons. The abusers were banned for 1 day. Guild B, to get revenge, declared war on Guild A over a node. But first, they made sure to massively report the leader and sub-leaders for verbal abuse so that they are banned during this war. When there's a ban in New World, there is no way to appeal that ban. You cannot appeal it in the game, and they do not allow you to enter the forum to appeal. Therefore, you must first wait 24 hours of the ban. If you're banned 3 times, New World will eliminate your character.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's so many exploits in every game, isn't there? I mean, I've played WoW and there's auction house exploits.
Yeah.
But then they sorted that out by selling gold tokens. So, that's a really open-ended question. There's so many. I mean, one thing I do see, I don't know actually, I don't know how it's going to work. I can't comment because I haven't played Ashes. That's the thing, it's so hard. Like I was going to say, there's probably a load of things you could do with the auction house, but then I don't know if you could do it with the auction house because you'd have to get your mule. So I don't know. I don't know.
Why would you delete a character without giving people a chance to appeal it? Right? A live GM is so essential in taking care of this. I agree, Nair. That sounds beyond stupid. I agree.
Steven's already said they're going to have GMs wandering around, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
That's going to be a godsend if they keep that up the entire life of the game.
Yeah. That's an interesting emote.
The weird froggy. Like... Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing. I think he's doing this. I don't know. But yeah. Somebody said bots. So many bots. World of Warcraft. I agree. But just kiting mobs to make sure they get the last hit rather than a player seems extremely exploitable. I agree, McAllis. They need to not pull a wild start and kill the game.
Yeah.
Aww, rest in peace, Wild Star.
That's the system being abused that I would not like to see.
Yeah. My main concern with regards to exploits is when it comes to node sieges. Imagine a Metropolis being destroyed through an exploit. Ramifications of that.
Oh my god, could you imagine?
Could you imagine if they did that rollback and people had like just finished up a raid and by the time it was all investigated and everything, like hours had passed and people
had finished the raid, got good loot.
Ooh,
imagine if they didn't roll back and the metro was destroyed.
Or like if somebody for that one time finally like crafted that piece of gear that didn't break on them and then they rolled it back.
Yeah, but a whole metro just being destroyed over one person's staff that they've managed to craft.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like the metro takes precedent in that point, but
one would think.
Oh my god, I don't even want. That's made me a little bit sweaty thinking about it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
sweaty hand.
Oh man, such a clusterfuck of people screaming. I agree. PTSD triggered. Yeah. Lich King Zed says, one annoying thing happening in New World at the moment is players are stealing iron nodes that you are mining by aggroing mobs and pulling them near you, then proceeding to hide behind you to get them to interrupt you so you can mine it and leave you with nothing but rage.
Yeah, that's
so they can mine it.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Metro
I think that one's
should.
A common one.
Sorry. Yeah.
Just leading monsters through people.
Yeah, very common one. Thurther said the Metro should think how many hours were put in from all the players to make that a Metro. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, but then that Metro would then be destroyed and it would open up. The repercussions of one metro dying and being destroyed is huge because then the nodes around it then get the chance. So if they don't stop it, if it was an exploit, then things are going to risen.
Yeah.
Yeah. The repercussion of that, if that, I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. I just hope that fucking never happens.
Man.
Because it's not just
These are
one guild, it's like a
bananas.
whole collection of people.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's not talk about it. It's giving me like anxiety. My chest is tightening.
Okay, let's find a different topic.
So many people.
Find something relaxing to talk about.
So let's talk about this month's cosmetics.
Okay. I can do that. That's easy.
The Dying of the Lights.
That's a nice name, isn't it?
Right? I really like the cloak on this one. I honestly, if Vertec will let me, I would like to get the cloak. I think that is my favorite thing.
I think I like
the
many
cloak
of
with
the
the
things.
broken pact. I love it. I don't know. It's beautiful. It's perfect.
Bear with me and I'll get this on screen for everybody else too.
Yeah. Because it raised differently. Yeah. I bought all of it. Not afraid of it. Thought the second they released it. I mean, yeah. The only thing holding me back in the ruined gargoyle is so adorable. And they have a graveyard golem to go with it, but the armor, I don't know how many people have played Overwatch, but it's kind of giving me like yeah, vibes, but like with paladin cloaks on top of it. I love the house and the beckoning flame. The only thing I'm unsure of building is the skin. This goes over. That's the one hard part I wish they would clarify is like which buildings you're buying for. The armor and the gleaming light. Imagine if they allowed us to dye the yellow color red. Ooh, that'd be super corrupted. That'd be so awesome. I want the ones from last year so bad. I know. Can you show the image? Yeah, we're working on it.
The ones from last year? Which ones from last year? Oh, the red one?
Are you gonna show the one that has all of them on it? Not just the cloak? Oh, okay.
I like the fact the cloak's got a hood. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought that was an image. That looked like an image, not like the live webpage. I am.
Yeah, caption the whole thing.
I have to look at stream to see what you're
face
showing.
Looks like an image.
Yeah, your face looks like
wow.
But yeah, this whole set looks very, very up my alley. Is the tanky battle worn person that I'm gonna be all the time.
Also, I already linked it, but I will once again link the link for the forum or the news post. Yeah, news post.
Oh, that graveyard golem's got graves on him. I've only just noticed that.
Yeah, I know.
Person took an axe to the back. You see that?
Oh.
Thunk.
Yep. Or lightsaber.
I really see.
Lightsaber.
You really have that on
Jedi in the brains.
Jedi in the brains.
But yeah, this one's neat too. Little gargoyle. I wonder if it follows you around as a little stonework thing, like clomping around behind you.
Look at his tummy skin. It's all
It is a
wrinkly.
pet. Yeah.
It's a little Buddha golem.
Tummy. Aww.
Your little Buddha
Can you
gargoyle
imagine
golem.
putting this on a dog pet?
Yeah. The perfect skin pack doesn't exist. AOC's October pack. Yep. There it is.
Yeah, they look
And
cool.
the golem, look at the monster.
It's so funny to hear your mouse.
Oh, is it me? I'm so sorry. I'll scroll slowly.
Will pets scale to their owner size, or will the size be static regardless of race or height of the owner? You know, that's a great question.
I'm not sure if that's been a question asked before.
Yeah.
I don't recall
Do you recall,
it being asked either. Nope. Don't know. Not sure.
Save that question or submit it. I believe we still have a thread for questions for Intrepid.
I think so. Let's ask it away. We'll throw it in front of him until it gets answered.
Can I link to an image or archive with some zoomed in pictures? You can really see the details. But give me a second.
I wonder who made all these. I like the
Oh, in
lighthouse
Discord?
as
Yeah,
well.
go for it.
Oh, okay, yeah, in Discord, of course. I just I needed to make sure I didn't, get you banned for posting a link. But
ban him.
Yes, and of course, as always, don't forget Horrendous has their website that you can also go look at this on. The Lich King said, I wonder, are these already made or just they're just concepts?
Yeah, concept right meow.
They
You remember we
usually
saw, I'm so sorry, before I forget, remember we saw the picture where it had, Maggie showed like how they figure things out to design, and one of them was a woman with her hands together and wings. Do you remember? And she was like in a kneeling position.
I don't remember that one specifically.
Well, he's got like wings on his leg, and I was just wondering, I wonder if they've used like the same kind of thing, because she was like a stone thing. I'm not sure what she was, I can't remember. If anyone can find it, it was like a woman with her hands closed and she was kneeling, unless I dreamt this, which may have happened. And she was like kneeling on her legs.
It's possible.
And she had wings. Someone please find it for me. But yeah, it looks like what he's got on his leg.
Yeah.
His wings. Please continue.
Oh, I was just going to say, usually we've had the side-by-side where like a month or two from now, the artists have finally finished rendering what that's actually going to look like. And then everybody, as usual, is upset because they didn't buy the thing because it ended up looking so much cooler than they thought it would.
I'm not going to make that mistake. Not making that mistake this time around, especially because of the vestiges of Steel Bloom.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So, Horrendous, wait, I think, no, not Horrendous. Mujisto says, what cosmetics in this pack are you guys going to get? And Michaela says that golem looks like it's from the Shadow of the Colossus.
What cosmetics am I going to get?
Yeah, I guess from this pack.
I get them all every month. I
Nice.
just buy them to support. I mean, I've bought them since May 2018, so...
I did that for many, many, many months, and then I hit a point where I started looking, going, I should probably not buy all of them every month. And so I dialed down to only 3 every month. And then I was like, maybe I shouldn't buy that many. And then I've skipped many months since then. But it's all right.
The worst thing is when you don't buy something and then they show you and you're like, oh my god, I didn't buy that. Oh.
Yeah,
and then the dread, sick feeling slowly rises into your throat, and you're like, oh, I missed out there.
You should be fine. You have a subscriber badge next to you, so you should be able to post it without problem. And if not, I'm right here to unban you, so you should be good. Or not ban, but timeout. Is it just me or this month's cosmetic would work perfectly with the COVID memorial statue they gave away?
Oh, I can't wait to see that statue, actually.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, the finished version.
I'm mainly getting it for the armor. The rest of it is just cherry on top. Nice. Easy ban. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a much more close-up version. It really does look like you took an axe to the back.
I need to find that image of that woman kneeling, because it's really bothering me.
Nobody got banned, Dante. And speed run win. Oh man.
You're gonna hear my mouse scrolling.
It's okay. I just thought it was Vertex.
It was.
Yeah, Z got banned for teasing me about age. Being old.
Oh my gosh.
It was a very delayed ban though.
And then aside from that, we have a few things from both the forums and Twitter and Reddit. There's some high quality memes from the forums. There's a Valoon gourds from last year that I don't know how to... Alone abbreviations made. Their pumpkin was super detailed. It was crazy.
You have a picture?
Yeah, Vertec is the one that's streaming, so I'm sure he'll grab that in just a second as I chat about it.
Oh, this one, yeah, I remember this.
But this is something... Never seen art like this. What's happening here? I think pumpkin carving with a light inside, so a jack-o'-lantern, right? Ooh, it's gorgeous. We can't wait to see what you have up your sleeve this year's contest. That was from, of course, Intrepid. But yeah, it's so intricate. Like, I can't believe that's actually on a pumpkin. It blows
There's
me
some
away.
sorcery there. They've done that's made with magic.
I don't understand how this occurred, and I feel like I've been cheated or hacked somehow into seeing this image, and it's sorcery actually. So,
it makes me not want to take part in the pumpkin carving. I feel like people are just gonna laugh at my entry.
Aw, no, you should definitely do it. That was a horrible pun. I don't even like words. I prefer pumpkins. Leave it to Intrepid to make the gourd jokes. And if you remember the FU meme from August of 2020, Dolium has plenty more to share. Let's see here. Sorry. Hold on, I'm gonna just send this over to Vertec real quick. So I don't know if you guys I don't know him personally. I like to enjoy his memes. But yeah, do you guys know that guy that like holds up the sign that has random written on it, like on cardboard? This one's from Sathrago. In Dolium's like thread, but we're always theory crafting new memes in Zillion's Discord. Nice. Please feel free to throw your memes, specifically Ash's memes, into ours, because I would love to see that in general. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're talking about now. I never saw that before. But this is a bird, and he's definitely a terror. Like, he's scary to a degree. You can tell he's a bird because he has some feathers on there. Feathers on like his hands, right? Also his beak. It's kind of bird-like, so it's a beautiful bird.
That was a very glorious statement.
Yeah. And I really appreciated this one. It was posted on the 6th. Yeah, Delia is one of the best memes to the community. Yeah, I like that deadpan explanation. Yeah. Can you explain to them this bird while I quickly go do this thing, Steven? And then that is Steven's explanation.
Well, you see, once there was a bird.
Which came first, the bird or the egg?
Yes.
Yes. What's wrong with birds? Nothing's wrong with birds. It was just Steven's way of describing it that was funny.
Your bird is.
Okay, there we go. And then the meme with the necromancer.
Oh my god, yes, that one.
That little comic.
Yes.
That was possibly my favorite.
Yes, no, that was absolutely.
Folks haven't seen this one yet.
Oh my gosh.
Warrior, I swear I will have revenge for the death of my brother. Elf, you have my bow. Dwarf, and my axe. Necromancer, and your brother.
And your brother.
Oh my god, I've not seen that.
Oh, I love it.
Oh no. I don't know how to feel about it.
That's the bear. That's bear leverage.
I thought it was amazing. I died. I voted it up and immediately knew I had to have it on the show today.
That is good.
Did you see Alluring's cute little snail?
Did I see Alluring's cute little snail?
Yeah, it was so adorable.
Of course I did.
Little correct.
It's around here somewhere.
I just sent it.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah, it's so adorable.
Yeah, she drew this and showed me before she put it. I was the one that made her put it on the community media page actually because she didn't want to. Nice. Because I've made something and then she didn't want to put it out because she didn't want to Yeah, she didn't want to like.
Didn't want
I
to
was like, don't be
compete.
stupid. Yeah. I was like, put it up. But yeah, she did this straight after we did the community thank you intrepid thing.
Alluring is so adorable. She's so like, no, I don't want to compete with you.
I know. She's a sweetheart. Yeah, look at him with his little hands.
It's so adorable. Oh my gosh. And hey, we didn't believe that we'd get this far, but it's definitely been an hour.
Has it really?
Yep.
Yes, yeah.
How long has it been? An hour and 20?
Yeah.
Wow.
Before streams, he goes, I don't think we're gonna make it an hour.
Because low on content.
Yeah, and the fact that I've been like snotting and sniffing and coughing all over the place too.
But you didn't die on us, so I mean, there's that.
You say she's cute, but don't play competitive games with her, she'll beat you down. I mean, I feel the same way about Z, so that's fair. Z's adorable, but I wouldn't be competitive against her.
It's always the nice ones you gotta watch out for.
I'm not even competitive, that's the thing. I just have to fucking win all the time. Really? There's nothing wrong with that, okay?
I'm
not really competitive, I just crush everyone. Yeah, not really competitive, I just crush everyone, that's all.
First place, 30, 50 pictures later.
For it to be competitive, there has to be competition, which there wasn't. So.
All right.
That's a zig. Okay.
Hold on.
That's a challenge to the community. That's a challenge to everyone out
now. There we go.
I'm sorry.
Just remember, folks. Next time you see her, that was a challenge, and it's an open challenge.
I'm not even competitive. I'm not. I just have to win.
Oh! You're not competitive, but then there was like the entire lava situation. We can't.
That wasn't even me. That wasn't even me. That was Lex. That wasn't even me. I took the shit for that. Did you know we got banned from the Minecraft server for that? Okay.
I know.
It was a group effort.
Even me and the learning, bless her, she was like, I think I'll just stay here and decorate the house a bit. I mean, let's go with the one bucket of lava that we've got and see if we can find anyone. And we were literally just strolling around. No one had the stream on. And we were just walking, and then we're like, we see smoke. So we walked towards the smoke, and it just so happens that someone's made their house out of wood. So what are you going to do? I was just the distraction, okay? I did not pour any lava whatsoever, and I will die happy knowing that people know that was not me. It wasn't me. I just distracted people. Lex was the one that threw the lava on the house, okay?
Dante says, I remember the team.
So you're an enabler.
I helped a little bit.
You're an accomplice.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
But that wasn't me. There was no fire, no lava, nothing happened on my part.
You didn't start the fire, but you certainly handed him the matchbook. Yeah, right?
Wow.
This year,
it's okay. We still love you.
Tune in for the 24-hour live stream as we watch Z come up with yet another plot to win and overthrow the economy.
I can't believe that was a whole year ago.
I know, right? I remember staring up. I was like, "You have to see this drama that's unfolding."
Oh, I watched the replay once, and in the background you can hear Steven going, "Fire! Oh no!"
Yeah.
Oh, he roped me into this. Well, he roped me into this. Where Maggie couldn't stop covering her mouth. I know. Oh, wow.
See, we didn't see any of this because we were in a separate Discord channel.
Oh, man.
And obviously didn't have the stream open.
Yeah, because you didn't want to, meta.
Well, I didn't want to look because it felt cheaty.
I mean, I will lurk, but I will put myself, when I play, we played Goose Goose Duck on my VTuber account, and I, had my friends open because she wanted to stream it, so I had it open, but I muted it and I put a different page on top of it so she still had the view. But it was still funny. Just the chaos that came out of that. Oh my gosh.
I hope they raise more money. I'd like to see an update from you remember the woman that did the message at the start?
Oh yeah, the one that made everybody cry.
Yeah, oh my god. Everyone who did not cry at that message. That was lovely. But an update from her would be sweet.
Yeah, I agree. Like, how did this last year, go over with everything? Yeah. But I know I said this before, and I think because we're closing out, could I go ahead and take a moment to do the promotional thing? Promotional? Okay.
Go for it.
I know I said this before, but Vertec and I played D&D together on Monday nights. And it was going to be on my Chibi Brie page, but actually, thanks to Cabal, I have decided to try out VTubing, and I've been enjoying it very much so. And I stream so much more on my VTubing account that we're moving our D&D sessions over to my VTubing account on Monday. So if you guys would like to come and hang out and chill, or maybe occasionally when I'm the one that is DMing, come be a part of the one shot that is going on over there. It happens like once a month, I think. So. My DMing, not the game in general, but feel free to come over. Been exploring that space, and Vertec and I were talking earlier about potentials of maybe deep in the future, just all theory crafting for ourselves at the moment, becoming maybe a VTuber tavern thing. I'm getting shy, so please somebody else talk.
Yeah, she's been having fun. Jabbing into the desk.
Yeah. You noticed that? Okay.
We're just gonna. I have nothing to say. I'm just gonna sit quietly.
Oh, thanks. Watch me get increasingly awkward over here.
And uncomfortable.
Yeah. Love it. Cherry on top.
Entertainment for everyone else. Beard camp. It's what you get today.
I don't have a camera, sorry. So.
Maybe next week when I shave, that'll help you. I'll help you out with a better beard cam.
Nice.
Right now it's a little stubble. But yeah, folks should come join us. Feel free. Did you post the link for it?
No, I was too shy. I'm sorry.
You're too shy?
There's no better time like present. Well,
I say the goodbyes.
Did you have any closing comments, Z?
No, I don't think so. Thank you for having me again for like the 19th time.
Can never have too much Z. Never have too much Z.
I don't think we have a shout out command, so there you go. That's my other account. I fudged that one up a little.
Thank you for stopping by with us. Thank you for taunting Bree when she was at her most awkward.
You're welcome. It's what I'm here for.
Very entertaining for me, so I enjoyed it. Thank you everybody for stopping by and watching us, hanging out with us. Could have been doing anything, including being your own VTuber. You could be your own Project Ashes.
Yeah.
But you're not. You're hanging out here with us. And asking to look at scruffy beards. But we appreciate you all.
Go, I would formally like to apologise, and as a show of an apology, I would like to invite you to my upcoming tavern in Ashes. It's going to be a pizzeria. We can close now. Let's just leave. Let's just wrap it up.
He's like, hate it. Leave. Done.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
I have nothing to say. I'm pretty sure I'll be on an EU server as well, so that's a shame. Sorry.
Aww.
Well, we got a Simmer we can go raid.
We also have a Tech who I don't... Have we? Well, yeah, I think we did raid him last time. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Lead it on.
Lead
it on.
Raid.
He is currently playing Elder Scrolls Online, like the last time. So prepare yourself for more Elder Scrolls Online. I missed when we had a lot more people to raid.
Oh, soon.
Where did all the Ashes of Creation content go? By the way, Lori, thank you. I saw that. I followed, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're right. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Enjoy the awkwardness. That is me.
I forget, is it the entire link you gotta drop or just his name?
Nope, just his /raid and then his channel name.
Oh, I think my cat farted. That's nice.
Alright, so showing no matches.
Alright, I'll take care of this.
Oh. That's not nice. I've got a cold and I can still smell that.
There,
Thanks guys anyway for having me, and it's been fun as usual.
Yeah, no problem. Wait, where did that go? Hold on. I think I have to keep this open. Okay, I have to keep this open, so apparently I'm not allowed to close this, and that's how we do it. Okay. So closing stuff. Thank you guys for giving us your time and your support and your conversations about Ashes of Creation.
Kind of.
And what?
Kind of about Ashes. Yeah,
I mean,
kind of about Ashes for part of it.
For most of it, you know. I mean, we're running out of content to talk about while there's no content to be displayed. So, hey, you know, we're doing what we can with what we got. And our love for dough and tomato sauce. Please join us in rating Submerg. And I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely week. We'll be here next Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, with another guest to talk about more Ashes of Creation and hopefully more interesting stuff.
What? You saying ours wasn't interesting?
I'm saying that hopefully something interesting will come out from Intrepid between now and then.
Good answer. Just
we
checking.
didn't say
okay.
Interesting to talk about or talk with, because she said talk about. If we're to talk about you, that's rude. It's rude to talk about people, right?
we should probably get ready for the road because we have like 10 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, bye guys.
So here we
Thank
go.
you.
Anyway, catch you guys later next time.
Bye guys.
Thank you for stopping by.
Bye.
Love you, K. Bye.